I know, buying gifts, especially when it's for other people, is hard. Thankfully, I've compiled a list of gear that's suitable for everyone.
Like the Apple fanboy to the coffee addict in your life.
So let's check it out.
This one is for the blackout gearheads out there, something small but oh so useful. The Fisher Space bullet pen in the matte black finish is a staple in any blackout carry. With that matte black smooth coating, this guy can take a punch. The real benefit though is how tiny it is. It's the size of my damn finger. But unplug the sucker and well bam, a full-fledged pen for all your diary entries. It's fairly comfortable as you've got a full shaft to grasp onto, the smooth finish makes it bearable to use over extended periods, and with the pressurized ink cartridge, this is going to give you the perfect Van Gogh every single time. When you're done, pop it out and alakazam. Easy to carry and just as fun to fidget with. I highly recommend the optional clip as it ensures you can have a pen on you at all times for signatures and autographs, perfectly hiding in the corner of your pocket for easy access. And they apparently use these pens in space, which basically makes you an astronaut by association. This one's for the EDC fanatics out there. They'll need a place to store all those excessive tools, pens, and key organizers. Thankfully, the new Peak Design Everyday Sling version 2 in the 3-liter is the perfect fit. Made of premium 100% recycled nylon canvas with a DWR coating for full waterproofness, the bag can handle any condition you wear it in. It's got a simple layout though, a quick access pocket on the front that's kinda hidden, fully sealed, and not the largest, but meant for keys, your wallet, some change, or something to grab quickly, although you can slide your phone inside confidently too as the pocket just fades away into the abyss. Then there's just a single large waterproof zipper running the whole length of the bag. They've included these stretch guards that prevent the bag from falling open while allowing you to unzip and grab your gear with a single hand. A single flex divider is included, probably the best part about any Peak Design bag, as the origami padded wall allows you to customize your bag for your daily needs. It easily velcros into place, adding a shelf or cover for different sized items. They've also utilized the extra space on the sides too by adding 2 carry pockets to organize smaller items. Lastly, a wide but thin stretch pocket under the front flap, inside that offering mini stretch pouches designed to carry additional camera batteries, but can be used to organize any smaller piece of gear. And to keep it simple, that's it. For 3 liters of storage, that's still quite a bit of organization included. The bottom hooks can be utilized with the included removable straps too. Carry a small tripod, umbrella, or anything too large to fit inside. The straps are small enough to keep stored inside one of the pouches just in case those times you don't want to hold your jacket too. In case you're wondering what it can accommodate, a standard A5 notebook about 5x8 is tight but it fits inside. iPad mini slide in with a slim case on, but it's a no-go with the larger iPad Pro 11-inch. Gamers are good to go with their Nintendo Switch, plus it's safe thanks to the padding throughout the bag. Finally, for scale, a single-use water bottle fits perfectly inside. The divider installed, it gives the bag its structure, preventing any crushing and looking all floppy. In terms of comfort, a fairly padded top handle and a padded section on the shoulder strap too, you'll be thankful for when carrying all that gear you never use. Premium feeling aluminum hardware like this quick adjusting and locking clip. Plus, if you're super fashionable, the whole strap can be shortened and doubled for hip carry too. Because let's be honest, hip carry is actually super functional to grab and go with your gear. Twerking approved. Over the shoulder though, the padded strap helps manage the weight comfortably, and the quick adjusting strap avoids any fumbling around trying to reach for your gear. This is the perfect bag to avoid carrying too much while being just enough to carry your everyday essentials in a pretty rad looking bag. For those who like to tinker, that handyman or woman, basically that friend you always call to fix your sink. The Leatherman Free T4 multi-tool is the perfect gift to add to their tool set. Made with metal and plastic to keep it lightweight, it's fairly small, fitting comfortably in one hand, but it's the thumb action that takes home the gold. Simply rolling your thumb along the tabs offers instant access to any tool. Yes, that means no more breaking your nails to reach that flathead. Just roll and bam. Locking in place firmly, but just as easily stores away with a push of a switch. Plus, for its tiny size, it still offers a full blade that's also one-hand accessible, which is basically the theme of their whole free lineup. Every tool is accessible with a single hand, and held in securely with magnets so nothing is going to stick out and poke you when stored away. At about the size of my finger and just as thick too, the plastic does make it look cheap, but alternatively keeps the whole thing lightweight for how many tools it offers. Tools you actually use on a daily basis, like tightening a screw, slicing Amazon delivery boxes like butter, sanding your perfectly good wooden tabletop, and my favorite, arts and crafts with that trusty pair of scissors. That's not all, it's even hiding a tiny pair of tweezers for those annoying nipple hairs that keep growing back. Or is that just me? Lastly, you wouldn't realize how important a belt clip is until you don't have one. Thankfully, this deep and sturdy one keeps your tool in place, so you know where to grab it at moment's notice. This is one of my tools of choice on the daily. You've got that trusted Leatherman toughness, and that new one-handed design makes you feel like a handyman ninja, ready to battle any loose screw, plus it's just fun to fidget with. Now for the aspiring photographer or YouTuber, a moment lens will completely take them to the next level. Although you must pair it with one of their cases, these are hands down the best phone lenses you can buy with your hard-earned money. Encased in metal and just nothing but sweet, sweet glass inside. With their photo cases, you simply twist to install and these babies aren't going anywhere. They work with your phone's default camera app, like this sweet wide angle shot. Another favorite goes to their new 14mm fisheye lens, giving you that epic action angle. And finally, for some super fancy cinematic shots, their anamorphic lens, which does require you to use their dedicated moment app. A good thing because it does offer quite a bit of manual control over shutter, ISO, basically anything you need to get the perfect shot. If you're unsure what anamorphic means, it basically stretches out your view, giving you those movie-like black bars and some wicked light flaring like this. For some context on which to pick, here's all three and the regular iPhone lens compared. Pause and squint to your liking. All lenses do come with a lens hood, but you can accessorize with this strap to keep both sides covered. Otherwise, the included pouches will do too. The case itself is decent as well, with a nice soft matte finish, slim and manageable one-handed with a solid lip around the front for some table love and magic. This is the perfect gift, so you don't have to spend hundreds more on an actual camera for them. These new tile trackers have you covered for anything you can possibly lose now. Simply track it from your phone and follow your ears to the pleasant jingle the tracker plays out of their built-in speakers. Like the new tile sticker, this tiny tracker is the size of a quarter, but thick enough to pack everything you love about tiles inside, just a little quieter due to its size. This is great for the everyday items that don't have keyholes, like those pesky earphones you throw around and forget where you left. Sticking this on now lets you keep track so you're not scrambling before heading to the gym, but also vice versa, as it can be used to ping your phone too, even when it's on silent mode. It's not the loudest, but all you need to hear is that sharp jingle somewhere to give you an idea of where you left it last. Then there's the Tile Slim. This card-sized tile is about 2 credit cards thick, completely enclosed in its plastic shell, but still packs a speaker inside and a dedicated button to again find your phone. They've now even added the ability to swap between jingles like you're choosing a new ringtone for your flip phone in 2005. As you may have guessed, these are designed to make your dumb wallet, well, smart. Without adding too much bulk, your wallet is something you probably want to know where it is at all times. Finally, their top of the line and loudest of the bunch, the Tile Pro, with that new all black finish made with an aluminum frame and plastic all around. This is what you're all familiar with, but now sporting up to 400 feet in range and offering a replaceable battery. These are meant for keys or anything that can be clipped alongside its dedicated cutout, like say your car fob. Integrating the loudest speaker and longest range, you'll never have to fumble around in the morning wondering where you left your keys the night before. The Pro is also the only option that comes in white as well. Plus, if you want to keep it affordable and on your keys, the regular Tile has a 200-foot range, still designed for keychains, and comes in a little over half the cost. It's something that anyone can use. A great gift for White Elephant or Secret Santa, or just a I don't know what to get you kind of gift that they'll actually use on a daily basis. We've all got that friend, or maybe it's yourself, who always carries too much with them, aka the hoarder. Thankfully, there's the Air Tech Pack bag, made of only premium material all around, ballistic nylon, YKK zippers, durable plastic hardware, and basically waterproof throughout. It's really about the 1,000,001 pockets this bag offers that matter though. Starting with a must-have, an external bottle pocket. It's tall, expandable, and comfortably secures your expensive coffee mug. A tiny and hidden quick access pocket on the opposite side, great to hide cash, mints, or your expensive earphones. Then there's this whole front panel, flexible and light, because zipping it open, you've got pockets galore for any size tech. Zippered pockets, stretch pockets on stretch pockets, pen slots, more underneath, and just room in general for a sweater or like a large eggplant or something. The whole panel even has a stiff backing that gives the bag structure to sit up on its own and not let your gear flop around. Moving behind to the center waterproof zipper, yes, that's more sleeve pockets, tablets, papers, clipboards, whatever tickles your fancy, but really just a large stump pocket that I can almost fit inside of. Finally, the last zipper along the back, a dedicated laptop pocket, very well padded to keep it safe, something I feel confident in storing my new MacBook Pro 16-inch in and throwing around. And yes, that is a fire matte black skin from dbrand as well. Finally, to end off the pocket vomit, another hidden quick access pocket along the top. Great for a phone, sunglasses, or your keys. Hidden, but very convenient. In terms of comfort though, Air doesn't slack on padding. They utilize a thick top handle along with the same side handle, fully padded shoulder straps, and padding galore along the backside as well. Honestly, for how much tech it can carry, it's been one of the most comfortable bags I've ever worn. Filled up, it does sit large on the backside, but in its all black glory, you really can't tell you're probably carrying around thousands of dollars of tech. This is the perfect gift if your boyfriend or girlfriend just has to carry 2 tablets, a laptop, and 5 dongles with them at all times. Now, we all have a coffee addicted friend, and if you don't, it's probably you. There's way too many coffee styles, beans, and machines to know what they like, but universally, something any coffee drinker can enjoy is coffee that stays hot. That's where the Ember Travel Mug 2 is a great gift that suits any coffee lover, albeit a fairly expensive one. The beauty is this mug looks really sexy, something you don't hear people say about a mug that often. With all that tech built into it, it doesn't look like a clunky piece of machinery. It's got a single power button on the bottom, an LED display for the cup status, and a touch interface on the Ember logo for switching screens. There's also the dedicated app. Yeah, a freaking app that allows you to control what temperature you want your coffee to be set at, and everything is measured and displayed in real time. But the new version 2 now lets you actually control everything directly on the mug with its touch interface, allowing you to choose your desired temperature to cook it to. The mug itself is super simple though. Simply push the 360 lid to drink from any direction and pop it back to avoid any leakage. Finally, my favorite part, no plugging in or dealing with any wires. This charges by simply placing it on its dock, something you can leave at your desk or on the kitchen counter or anywhere you tend to drink your coffee for optimal longevity of your hot coffee. Look, it's not cheap, but for how they've packaged everything in this sleek package, being completely waterproof, offering 3 hours of battery, and storing 12 ounces of liquid, it's an investment for your future self in 3 hours when you're thankful your coffee is still at its perfect temperature of 55.5 degrees. Because if you're a true coffee lover, you have to be a little pretentious like that.
Still bitter as heck, but at least it's hot.
For the hardcore Apple fanboy in your life, the answer is simple. The new Apple AirPods Pro is a must in their collection of all things Apple. Now, if you want to make it extra special and personal, you gotta debrand it, because no one else will own a matte black pair of AirPods Pro, and they'll be the coolest kid in the office for about 3 days.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. If you have the original AirPods and they fit your ears without falling out, stick to those. They're much cheaper, and if they work, they work. But if they don't fit in your ears like they do for me, the AirPods Pro is the way to go. They have 3 silicone tips that fit different size ears. The default one fits mine perfectly. Doesn't fall out. They offer about 4 hours of usage, which is generally what I'm seeing. Plus, with the charging case, you get about 24 in total. You've got things like active noise cancellation and transparency mode, and depending on that, it will affect your battery usage. And honestly, those features are like bonuses to me, because the fact that these stay in my ears is the real deal. They're sweat and water resistant, so they're not fully waterproof, but they will do great at the gym. Plus, they're so small, they could even fit in my little fanny pack on my cap sack.
These updated Pros are, in my opinion, worth it if you live in the Apple ecosystem. They pair with iPads and iPhones in a jiffy and easily swap between them in a few clicks. An added bonus for MacBook owners too, you've got one pair to seamlessly work on any machine. I'm a huge fan of the dbrand skins too. Removing that slippery, glossy exterior texture is well worth the struggle to try and get these skins on perfectly. But I'll be damned, once you get it right, there ain't no going back. Lastly, for all the nerds, myself included, specifically the Iron Man fanatics who watched the Avengers Endgame, this is Iron Man's power gauntlet. Yes, spoiler alert, the one that saved our world with a single snap. Although made of plastic here, and yes, technically a toy, but for anyone that cried during that Tony Stark scene, you know what I'm talking about. This is in memory of his greatest victory. Taking 3 AA batteries, the stones actually light up and even have some pretty wicked sound effects, if you ask the inner child in me. The detailing and finishing finishing is spectacular, offering rubber padding and just overall tiny details that make it feel much more real. You'll feel like you're one step closer to actually being Iron Man. Inside, the Gauntlet offers fully controllable fingers, perfect if you're into some roleplay fantasies, some real bro hand gestures, and probably the most extreme flip-off you can do. In terms of size, it's big, but honestly, the bigger the better to make it feel more legit. The lighting effects are on point alongside the sounds. There's no denying this looks cool, but having it actually be usable is even cooler. It's got a locked mode that allows you to display this money well spent, not something my girlfriend found very attractive, but I bet others will when they walk into your bedroom with this on display. Even better when you let them wear it and how amazed they'll feel. You may just get lucky in bed and Disney and chill all night long, binging all 380 minutes of the Iron Man trilogy. One can dream.
You all know what's up. Details and links in the description box down below. But let me know in the comments what gear or tech you'd like for the holidays, and maybe send your special someone this video. Hint, hint. I rest my Iron Man.